All right, hello, what's up? It's Gokuma. Welcome to the channel. And tonight, going to be playing Skyward Sword. So, going to be getting back into that after um little temporary 1 day break the other day, where I decided to play a few Power Rangers games for the day. I ended up playing 4 Power Ranger games in total on Monday. So yeah, that was a little interesting, but also a little fun. Especially playing the SNES Power Rangers game because that was a game that I played when I was younger and really liked it. Got it as a Christmas present, and yeah, it was just a game that I just really enjoyed playing. The other games, not so much. but the SNES one was really cool. So next time I get back into, like if I ever continue that Power Ranger series run, I think the next set of games is going to be from the Sega side of things. So I played, I played the two Nintendo based Mighty Morphin games, which was one for the Game Boy and then one for the SNES. And for Sega, we got three three games. We have Power Rangers for the Sega Genesis. That one's kind of like weird and interesting as well. It's probably also going to be really short because that game it's kind of like a fighting game, not really. Um, I don't know. I think this would be your equivalent to like an arena fighter of sorts, like a very archaic and crude arena fighter. But I say that because it's like, you can move up and down like a beat 'em up, but it's just 1v1, and that's it. That's the game. Like, so every level you go and you fight an enemy or whatever, and you have like special moves and stuff that you can do. So yeah, so it's kind of a weird game. It's not bad. It's not a bad game. Um, but compared to, I think of all the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger games, before we get into the movie games, of all the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger games, the SNES one is definitely the best one. As far as Sega goes, I've only played that game, and it like I said, it's not bad, but it's just there's not much of it going on. I think I'm Yeah, I also own that game. I did used to own that game as well for Sega Genesis. It was like one of the few Sega Genesis games that I had. I didn't have like too many Sega Genesis games growing up, only because I had that and I had the SNES, and I was much more into the SNES. I did play a lot of Sega Genesis games, either because I borrowed games from friends or rented them and whatnot. But um, yeah, but Power Rangers for Sega Genesis was like one of the few games that I had. Then we have Power Rangers for the Game Gear. I never played it. Also, to add is that we're going to be getting into now like the Green Ranger era of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then yeah, so we have Power Rangers for the Game Gear. Never played it, never seen it. Don't know how that's gonna be. It's probably gonna suck, but you never know. It could be good. It could be a hidden gem. It happens. And then there's Power Rangers for the Sega CD, which I have played, and it sucks. Because all it is it's one of those games where it just plays like episodes basically, and you're following the directions on the screen of like buttons to hit, and you have to like time the buttons with the video, and it's basically it's just playing episodes. That's all it's doing. It's just playing episodes from straight up from the TV series. So it's like it's not even like it's anything new or anything like nah. So that game sucks. That game does suck. And then I think also, if I'm not mistaken, like it's one of those games where you have to play on a certain difficulty, or you have to play on the hardest difficulty in order to technically beat the game, or to play like other parts of the game or something. So that's kind of stupid too. But yeah, no, that game sucks. So of the Sega Mighty Morphin Power Ranger games, with the exception of the Game Gear one, because I've never played it. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm just gonna assume probably not. But yeah, the Sega Genesis one is all right. Where things where things get a little different is once we get to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie games. Of those, because just like with the SNES version, there's also like a Game Boy version, and I think the Sega Genesis version has like a Game Gear version. Um, so the handheld versions, I have no idea how they are. Like I've never played them. But I have played both the SNES version and the Sega Genesis version. The SNES, I also used to own both those games as well, and both games are cool, but I definitely prefer the Sega Genesis one. And in all honesty, of all the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger games, whether it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, whatever, the Sega Genesis one is the best one, for the one for the movie. Power Rangers the movie for Sega Genesis is really good, because that one is like a straight up beat 'em up. It's two players. Power Rangers movie for the SNES is also two players, but it's not quite like a straight up beat 'em up. Like it is and it isn't. It's kind of weird. But the Sega Genesis one also does cool things, like there's Zord battles. You don't have Zord battles in the SNES one, even though you did in the previous game, but not in this game. You know, unfortunately, it like I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you don't. Or maybe you have one. Maybe you have one battle at the end. You might have one battle at the end, maybe. I don't know. But in the one for Sega Genesis, you have battles like throughout. So maybe I'm getting that confused, but no, I think the SNES one maybe did have a Zord battle at the end. I don't know. We'll find out. But what was cool also about the Sega Genesis one is that it doesn't go like straight to like the movie story. Like actually part of the game um is stuff from like the series, and then it like leads up to movie stuff. And what's also cool is the background music in each of the levels is background music for the actual Power Ranger series, just modified. But still, it's really cool. And I kind of like always wished someone could have made a mod of the Sega Genesis game where like it replaces the MIDI music with like the actual music. Because when I used to play Power Rangers for the Sega Genesis, what I used to do, because I used to have like the Power Ranger soundtrack, I would play a Sega Genesis one, and when the music for that level would come on, I would play that music like from my CD player or something. So I would play like that particular song. Um, yeah. So yeah. So I wish like someone made a mod that that did that. But anyways, yeah. So that would be next if I continue the series, but I don't know when that's going to be. That's probably not going to be for another couple months or something. So, yeah. So that was Monday. That was my Monday. Since then, on Tuesday, I didn't go to work because I had car issues. So, I got up in the morning, made phone calls. Um, they came by. They managed to start my car. So then I brought my car um to the repair place. They, I don't know, checked it out. They did whatever, and now it works fine. And fortunately, I guess it was like something really dumb because they didn't like charge me or anything. Let's see, and then I think that was pretty much it for. Oh yeah, and then I met up with some friends for dinner, and yeah, that was like pretty much it. I know I came home, I worked out, and called it a night after that. And then here we are today. Um, Today I had a birthday dinner, and then not for me, in case I need to clarify. No, one of my buddies. It was his birthday today, so um, yeah. So we went out for dinner, and then I came home. I watched the latest episode of Daredevil, and that was a pretty good episode. For reasons. I don't want to like spoil anything, but I mean the series has been really good so far. I think we're headed towards the end. I don't remember how many episodes there's supposed to be. I think there's supposed to be 8, if I'm not mistaken. And so we just saw the the first 6. So we got like 2 more episodes left. And then we got the Punisher mini one shot thing or whatever it is. Oh, I should fix my camera really quick. Hold on. I keep forgetting that I have to like, for whatever weird ass reason, I have to keep fixing and changing this shit. Like the unfortunately the settings just they don't stay. Like they kind of like reset itself. It's being dumb. Is that good? Bring it up a bit. I think that should be all right. Yeah. All right. That looks good. Okay. So, but yeah, yeah. So I think this season of Daredevil's been really good, and I don't want to give away too much in case people are interested in watching it. But yeah, it's been pretty great. You know, I understand why um, Punisher was not in this season because I think it wouldn't make sense. Kind of if he was like yes, but also no. because one of the themes that so far this season has been about is about, like forgiveness and mercy and um not being a killer, not being a murderer. And nah, you can't do that with Punisher around. Like you just fucking can't. Like there's no reasoning with Punisher. Like he's just gonna fucking kill people. That's what he does. So yeah. So now I'm here. I got Skyward Sword loaded back up. Like I kind of what kind of sucks is that I know I do have my problems with the game. It's mostly because of the controls and stuff. But the rest of the game seems fine. Seems like really cool. This game is kind of interesting to me. But what's kind of a bummer is that, I've spent 30 hours, like a little over 30 hours in the game. In the last like 2 months, I've been playing this game because I've just been like stupid busy. And I could not devote much time, like, you know, uh, into this game as much as I want to. Like, it's one thing that, it's pretty normal throughout the week. I'll play a couple hours here and there, and that's that. And then maybe there'll be like a day where instead of playing for like a couple hours, I play like 3 or 4 hours. And then we get to the weekend, and then maybe I play for like 4 to 6 hours or so. And that usually happens like a few times. And it's at those times where I'm really able to get forward into the game. But so far, nah, ever since I started Skyward Sword, those days haven't really happened. I think maybe a couple times there's been days where I played like maybe 4 hours, like 3, 4 hours or so. But at the same time, a lot of my streams have been, an hour something, a couple hours. It's just how it's been. Hey, Lincoln Zeldner. Good morning to you too. Hope you're doing well. I'm about to get back into the Skyward Sword. So let me start setting shit up here so I can start playing. But yeah, it kind of sucks that it's been taking me so long to get through this game. But I don't know, I've just been really busy, so there's not much I could really do about that except purposely just fucking cut shit out of my life. Um, so what's kind of bad about that is even though I haven't spent too much in game with it, like I'm only a little over 30 hours, like that's not really a big deal or anything. But the fact that like I've been playing this game for like 2 months, and it's making me feel like, okay, I've been playing this game forever. Yeah, I just wanted to like finish it and move on to the next thing, but I know I'm not anywhere close to finishing it because I think I'm only like maybe halfway through-ish with the game. I'm not entirely positive for sure. So, anyways, all right. Let's load this up. So yeah, as you can see, I'm like almost 34 hours into the game, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot more hours than that to get through. It's probably still going to be a while. It sucks because by this time I figured I would have been completely done with this game. I thought I was going to be completely done with this game back because when I started playing this, I think it was February. It was like the end of February. And I thought like, okay, for sure I'm going to be done in March. And it's like, nah, I'm probably not going to be done with this till fucking May. Like realistically, I'm yeah. So because Pragmata just came out, which is yeah, a game like I'm actually interested in playing. I don't really get games like when they're brand new when they come out. But this one I really did. I still am, but I'm not gonna play it until I finish this game, because that's just how I am. But hold on real quick. I gotta go do one more thing. Hold up. All right, I'm back. I had to get gloves because I suffer from hyperhidrosis. So it's it's a condition where, you know, depending on the person, they'll sweat like a lot, but like it varies from person to person. So it's not like you know, like we just sweat a lot and that's it. It's just there'll be certain parts of our bodies where we sweat like a lot more than others. So for me, it's my hands and feet. But as long as I have them covered, like it's fine. But when they're exposed to the elements, like nah. But where it affects, like I said, like it varies from person to person. For some people, you know, it's like could be like their back. Some people could be their face. All right. What the fuck was I doing? I think I was doing stuff. Okay, yeah, I think I was doing side shit. So I need a video to look up the side shit. Alright, so I gotta get to the academy place, whatever. Oh, wait a minute. I have to, do I, because I think we have to give him a potion, but yeah, shit. It's not gonna work, because I gotta, so I think I have to give him another stamina potion. So hold on. Okay, yeah, we gotta give him another stamina potion. So, alright, let me go handle that. He has a quest also I gotta do. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get rid of... that. So, yeah, today's probably not going to be a long stream either. Probably just play for a bit, but there nothing. Now I can go back. I think I can go through here, right? Yeah. I think Link's room is downstairs, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, shit. I'm getting a phone call. Fuck. Alright, hold on.
Oh. Huh?